Well, good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome to Friday Night Live, which is, of course, as we all know, going to be short, but I hope, certainly thanks to the company of you lovely people, very sweet. And we are going to wave away the week and welcome in the weekend. And we're going to do so in the company of our lovely friends, a matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth, complete with their firstborn. No action today for Two Ton Ted the Tenting Tin or indeed the Netty Petty Cashbot. However, Sean's box is going to get a right old pre-weekend pounding. Oh, you know it is. And of course, we have the community portable electronic telephonic device upon which you could and arguably should, but either way, you're going to need to be quick. We're not here for long. First come, first served, darlings, and when it's gone, it's gone. Leave a voice note. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And we will squeeze as much into the next. Well, I'm a few minutes early. I thought I got in a few minutes early. Why not? We will squeeze as much into the next however long we've got as we possibly can. And there's something I'd like to talk to you about, but we'll get onto that later if there is time. There are no updates to give you on the accident or any related situation. So, yeah, there's nowhere to go there. So I'll tell you what, I'll have a good old slurp of me wine, the nice wine, and we'll crack on with your comments because I believe them to be, and I'm unanimous in this, very much the meat and potatoes of this creme portugaise with crispy crouton that we are currently floundering around in. Oh, yes, it's been a weird night, darlings. 1 week ago tonight, wasn't it? Yeah. And I will admit at this point, I came home a different way. Says he who said, "Oh, I don't get the mental heebie jeebies. None of that nonsense. No, no, no." I came home a different way. I'll go that way tomorrow. Probably. Right, darlings. Cheers. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you are fortunate, ladies. And above all, to each and every one of you, with all of my love, get stuffed. Thank you. Oh, that's very nice. I missed that last Friday. Oh, well, I had a little slurp, didn't I? I had a little slurp. And that's all it was, a little slurp. Right, as I say, got a few bits to tell you and a couple of bits I'd like to discuss with you, but that's all me stuff. Let's see who we've got the pleasure of their company tonight, shall we? I can't wait. I think if Matron or Emma are around, or possibly other people too, they might be able to tell me. Did we break a record last night? The highest number of concurrent viewers, i.e., people watching the live at the same time last night, was 117. And I think that might be a record. If anybody knows, do let me know. Right, let's scroll back to the beginning then. And it's not going to be anything like that tonight. It's Friday night. We're starting late. Some people are asleep. Some people have got better things to do. Some people are out. No, they're not. No. Well, some people are in prison, aren't they? Oh, yes. Quite a few people, actually. But anyway, there we are. Right, first cabas around tonight was the lovely Richard Pordy Galtieri. First, says he, with some pride in his voice. And you don't get that on Hubnote, you bloody don't. I second that, says Peter B, who is indeed second. Mystic Hair joins us, bringing up the rear. The Greenwood, lovely matron of the YouTube channel Planet Greenwood, community YouTube channel, no less. Who else have we got? Oh, Tonic 110 is with us. A very good evening to you. Stratosphereans here. Good evening, Boaty and all. Finley Plimpton. Evening, Reverend Boaty and team. And top. Oh, fuck. Oh. Sorry, I got carried away there and I forgot that I'm still. All right, quick health update. Uh, kind of same old, same old. The rest of my body is healing nicely. The bruising is subsiding. The cuts are healing. Um, my nose is, yeah, my nose is healing. Still painful. The bones haven't knitted. I can still, but I won't. But then my nose was buggered before that anyway, so I have no massive expectations of perfection in that department. It's mainly the ribs, darlings. It's mainly the ribs. I'm still having a struggle to get out of bed in the mornings. Uh, Although, in one sense, things are getting a little bit back to normal. You remember I was getting up before 6 o'clock just because of the pain and whatnot. And then yesterday, I didn't get up until 7 o'clock. Well, today, I didn't get up until 8 o'clock. So that's a good sign, isn't it? We're getting kind of back towards more normality. But I'm still struggling like hell to get out of bed, only because of the pain. It's incredibly painful. If I'm fully lying down, and I don't get to sleep fully lying down because I don't want to, because I don't want to wake up and have the struggle. But I always wake up fully lying down, and it's a really, really painful ordeal to get out of bed. And that's just down to the ribs. Now, a lot of the other mobility issues, the walking, that was down to my leg and my lower back, the sitting down, the standing up. A lot of that has really eased because those areas of my body are healing well and quickly, but they weren't broken. The ribs are broken and they're obviously going to take longer. So, yeah, getting up is still a struggle. Getting in and out of the bath stroke shower is really rather painful indeed. Um, Coughing and sneezing are just off limits. I do anything to avoid them because honestly, that's like having a heart attack. Hiccups are kind of unavoidable and painful. And then just, yeah, occasional movements when I forget. Because sit like this, I'm feeling absolutely fine. Literally zero pain at all. There is no pain under normal circumstances. It's the movement that provokes the pain. And that's going to continue for a while, no doubt. Why is there not a spoon in that pot? Oh, there is. It's just twisted round. I need to rectify that, darlings. So we're moving in the right direction. There's no doubt about that. And I think that I'm feeling brighter from having been to work. It's not the fact of work per se. It's you know being around people I love and who love me, um, feeling of some use, that kind of thing. There is news on the whole work thing. That's going to be work in progress because I did announce officially tonight that, yeah, look, not coming in, blah, 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 blah. Um, and let's just say that my partial resignation has not been accepted. It's become a negotiation. So, anyway, we can talk about that. Let's crack on and see who else is here. We got as far as Finley Plimpton. Uh, Yeah, Stratospherian, Richard, Mystic, well, Tonic, of course, Peter P. We've done them. Ah, Shelley Denise, complete with her brother, Shelley the nephew. Good evening, everyone, and a jolly good evening to you. What an absolute joy, as always, to have you with us. Oh, yes. I don't know why I keep saying, oh, yes. That's who am I doing there? I'm not always original, darlings. Sometimes I do other people. And that was, oh, Bob Mills in bed with me dinner, and then still in bed with me dinner. One of the finest programs ever to grace the television screens, and a program that gave me about 4 to 5 of my favorite minutes ever. The Mr. Farmer. Oh my God. Used to be on the channel before I had to get rid of it. I might put it on another channel just to make it easy for you to find. Yeah, that's where oh yes, that's where that came from. As I say, I admit I am not always original. Sometimes, darlings, like the rest of humanity, I am derivative, but I am often original. There are many, many Boatyisms that are absolutely original and unique to me. And I've said that, and I can't think of any now, can I? Well, I mean, how many other live stream hosts begin it by telling you to get stuffed? That one's definitely down to me. But yeah, I'm feeling quite bright and optimistic and positive at the moment. I'm not as optimistic about not working on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays as I was, but yeah, we'll sort that out. I've thought of a couple of things that are ways and means, darlings. That are ways and means. I just need to what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have to manage it, right? So I'm not going to get away with saying to them, right, I'm not coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but if you want, I'll come in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not going to get away with that. At least I then think I am, and they have to sort it out. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to sort out another driver and get them to work as I want to, as I want or need them to, and then they are then just going to have to sort out front of house, unless by some miracle they can get somebody else who can be a delivery driver, oh, what's the word for the job that I do in front? God Almighty, I can't. Oh, I had a mental block on this last time I tried to think of it. French term for the manager of front of house, and I've just got a total mental block on it. No, I can't remember. I can't remember. Somebody put me out of my misery. It's ridiculous. Oh, maitre d', maitre d'hotel. Yeah. So unless they have the good fortune to be able to get somebody who can be a delivery driver, a maitre d', run the pass, do the starters, do the desserts, do some of the mains. Anyway. Alternatively, they can just bribe me by paying me a lot more money. That might work. I might suggest that. But anyway, yeah, the point is that I'm definitely feeling a bit brighter tonight. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it, work? On one hand, it lifts you up from where you were. On the other hand, it's a comfort zone and it's a potential rut that you can get stuck in. And I want the comfort zone and I want the love and I want the family and God knows I want the food. I've got a bag over there with lashings of staff curry and tandoori chicken and rice and all good things that I haven't had this week because they all got destroyed in the crash on Friday. And it's lovely to have those things back in my life, and I want them in my life. I want Momo and chutney, and I want my family that I love. I just only want it for 3 or 4 days a week so that I can sod off to Scotland. Or go and film the doings of Mustard and Boaty and do other stuff. Oh, we'll find a way, darling. We'll find a way. The point is, for tonight, I'm feeling better. And not physically, perhaps, because driving is. Oh, I've enjoyed driving tonight. Ow. You see, that was a hiccup, and that was exceedingly painful. No. Don't exaggerate. Don't exaggerate. That was really rather uncomfortable. That provoked a notable level of discomfort. It wasn't exceedingly painful. Don't exaggerate. For God's sake, why do that? I mean, you've genuinely had things that were exceedingly painful. You had a punctured lung and you had a tube inserted in the lung without an anesthetic to reinflate it. Now, that was exceedingly painful. You arched up and fell off the stretcher. That's how painful that was. So don't say that a bloody hiccup on a couple of broken ribs is, for God's sake. Honestly, I do apologise to and for myself. It's minor discomfort, you great puff. No offence to any lovely puffs who are listening or watching or just got it on in the background and kind of ignoring it. And yeah, certainly no offence meant. I love puffs, not literally. Well, yes, literally. Literally, I have. There have been homosexual men who I've loved, but just not in a physical sense, due to me not being quite as. I wouldn't even help out if they were busy, darlings. I would have made a great puff, but I'm afraid I'm just straight and I can't help it. I can't help it. I was born. Oh, fuck. I was born this way, damn it. Oh, baby. We were born to run. Anyway, kind of getting off topic a bit there. Is it me or is it hot? I'm bloody boiling. Lord of mercy. Anyway, it's all good. I've got staff curry tonight. What can go wrong with the world when you've got staff curry and tandoori chicken? I ask you that. Good times lie ahead, even if they're just the same as the old times. But, you know, we almost didn't have any times at all. So we now realise that the old times, which we just thought were normal, are actually really, really good times. Emma and Little Lemon will be coming down soon, and we'll be going off and having fun and sharing it with all of you. That'll be nice. Other nice things will happen too. I've still got a fillet steak in that fridge. Don't forget that. Right, the comments are starting to disappear, so I'd better get back to them, hadn't I? Mark Passad is with us. Very good evening. What did Humnut look like with long hair? Asks Nick Perry. Good evening to you. Well, I mean, he looked like an unattractive, unkempt hippie. Quite honestly, no offence to him. We've said hello to Mark Passad, haven't we? Yes. Bad Books is here. Good evening, Mark. Then there are lots more hellos flying around, which is always lovely. Food news from Mark Passad this evening. He says, I've mostly been eating ribeye steak, homemade chippings, and I love that because that is get it right. It's an Are You Being Served reference, isn't it? I almost said, or is it a carry on? Oh, I'm not sure now. Oh, it might be carry on. It might be carry on. Is it carry on? I genuinely can't remember whether it's carry on or Are You Being Served, because I'm sure that the Chippings uttering character acted in both. Somebody will tell me in the comments. So I love the fact that Mark Prasad says chippings. Anyway, so he had a ribeye steak, homemade chippings, and salad, and so did his eldest son. Mrs. P had the chippings and salad, but with 2 sea bass fillets. Very posh. Well, yes, indeed. Well done, lionesses, says Nick Perry, and I think that might be a football reference. JB2 is with us, Jim Bob II, as is the fabulously wonderful Janine Watts. Hiya, Jen. Glad that your shift, you hard-working woman, you allowed you to have a bit of time with us. Now, our lovely Jen has got a fabulously busy life. Now, she works. She has, an actual proper paid job where she works unsocial hours. She has a beautiful motorhome, a rather expensive one. And she goes away and has fun in that. And her other main occupation of her time is to sit in either her or her friend's garden, scantily clad, drinking stupendous amounts of alcohol and putting photographs of said scantily clad personage on Facebook, for which I'm very grateful. Thank you. And please do keep them coming. So we should be jolly pleased that our Jen can squeeze us in between all of that. Thank you, Jen. Richard says, for dinner tonight, I had a mega mixed grill. Good for you. Oh, my food news. Breakfast was either, right now, this is arguable. The beautiful loaf of bread that Pingu had delivered, right? It was a slice from the middle, cut diagonally, and I cleft it in twain so it fitted in the toaster. So I don't know if that counts as one slice cut into two, or whether it then becomes two slices. So I will say that breakfast today was some lavishly buttered toast. Lunch was apparently forgettable. Oh, lunch was a sausage. Oh, what do you call that roll thing? I had it in. A sub roll. Sausages in a sub roll with tomato ketchup and mustard. And supper's going to be, for the first time for 8 days, staff curry. My God, I've missed it. Oh, yes. Anyway, we said hello to Jen. Bloody hell, it's almost time to finish, and I haven't said hello to everybody yet. And there's stuff I want to talk about. Hold on. Right. Stu had a ham salad granary baguette and a £1/4 cheeseburger with relish from a pizza shop in Plimhole Berry. Oh, there we are. Bloody hell, he's early, says Mr. Cat. See, I've only just got to the point where I got. Oh, yeah. Boaty looks a lot better this evening, says Mr. Cat. Oh, well, that's good. Right. The Mega Mix Grill. Rump steak, gammon, lamb chop, chicken breast, chips, peas, onion rings, garlic mushrooms, sausages. That's a hell of a lot of food. Looking good, Mr. Boaty, says Jen. Thank you, my lovely. Silly sod. He does look well, says Nick Perry. Oh, well, you're very kind. Oh, here we go. Right. Friday. Bad books. Mark. Food news. We all know what's coming. Let's get confirmation. It's Friday, says Mark. So breakfast was a banana. Dinner was, all together now, chroma crab sarnies. And tea was, all together now, homemade beer battered haddock, our own homemade homegrown new potato chips, and mushy peas. Every Friday. Oh, Shelley's at it now. Looking good, Boaty. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, God, you're all very kind. Josh joins us and says, good to be here. Tony B is here saying, evening all. Skick is with us and he says, I think your mind has come to terms with the accident and the injustice. Things will come right now. Well, let's hope so. Simone is also here. Hello, I'm listening in bed. My chest hurts. And Simone has just left us a voice note. Right, let's whiz through these comments because there's stuff I want to talk to you about. Well, I've kind of talked to you about the work thing, so we can forget that. Diddly do, yatta. Boaty, says Shelley. Go to work on the country lanes, but in the dark, drive on the main roads for safety. Probably not a bad idea, actually. I always do come home on the main roads in winter for safety reasons, but that's because of road surfaces and snow and ice and all of that kind of thing. It was quite nice to come back the other way. You do right, says Mark. Come home that way when you feel like it. Well, there we are. Shania Wilson is back with us. Hello, beautiful people, says she. And welcome back, my lovely. Then there are lots of hellos flying around. Yes, Boaty, I make myself go over the junction where I was taken out, says Tony B. I refuse to be diverted. Excuse me. That was an unashamed wine burp, darlings. Now, a professional broadcaster drinking wine live and in real time is always at risk at being the victim of an unexpected and uninvited and unsolicited wine burp. And I just was. So I'm not proud, but neither am I ashamed. Cheers again. Up yours. Get stuffed. I am feeling chipper, aren't I? God, it's hot. Let me go and look at the temperature. Oh, I tell you what, have a voice note while I go and look at the temperature. It's boiling. Or is it me? Am I going through the menopause?
Boaty, pound that box as if you found yourself in an episode of Never the Twain, and the only way you could get home was with a sausage and a knitting needle. You wanker.
I'd love to have been in an episode of Never the Twain. That would have been joy. Okay, well, the temperature in the front parlour is 21.5 degrees, which is not excessively hot. It has been up to kind of 23, but just bear with me. I don't know if it's the menopause or fever or humidity or just windy bum doing its thing, but I'm really hot. Give me a sec. Blimey. Well, I tell you what, if anything, it's warmer out there than it is in here. We're obviously just in for a hot summer's night, darlings. And there's nothing wrong with that. Right, let's get that box pounded as per the lovely Simone's instructions. 1 box, £1. 3, 2, 1. Boom. That is that little task done. Marvellous. Right. Let's get back. Steve McDonald is with us. Good evening, Boaty, and a very good evening to you. Jimmy Quinn is with us. Jimmy Mighty Quinn. Good evening, Boaty. How was work tonight? It's quite sweet, actually. It was quite sweet. They were very sweet. And I must say, I've had messages and calls from restaurant customers and friends as well. And everybody's just been lovely. Most especially you lot, of course. It was, I mean, honestly, tonight's not the night to do it in a heartfelt way because we're up against time. But as has happened before, you lot have made all the difference this week. You got me through what has been a pretty awful week, and I know that you'll get me through whatever things I'm going to have to deal with coming up, and there's going to be more things. You're all up to speed on the insurance situation. You all know that I've been accused of, so there's going to be, there may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and all of that jazz. I know you're all going to be there, darling. So I have no fears when you are by my side and all of that. So yeah, we're all good, aren't we? We're all good. Anyway, we just said hello to Steve McDonald. Compensation incoming, says Stu? No, there is. As things stand at the moment, there's going to be no insurance payout and no compensation. How are the bruised plums, Boaty? Asked Mr. Care. My plums escaped. Honestly, if you saw, well, I did show you the picture. God knows how. The FSM was obviously with me in that car because, for those who don't know, a Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Tiger Loaf lodged itself between my head and a piece of metal being bent inwards with a sharp edge on it that probably would have killed me. So my life got saved by a loaf of bread. And the plums, if you look closely at the bruising, then the bruising kind of goes round like that. And amazingly, it kind of misses Minge base. The plums escaped entirely unscathed. And that is I'll drink to that. That's a bloody miracle, isn't it? I mean, all of that, both sides, lower back, everything got clobbered, and the plums escaped scot-free. Bloody hell. Maybe that's the universe paying me back for spending a year with Chinese madam where my plums did not escape scot-free. I can tell you that. Oh, thank God for karma, eh? Oh, Joanne Hill is with us. Good evening to you, my lovely. Good evening all, says she. Hope you're getting there, Boaty. Yeah, well, we will do, won't we? We will do. Peter P's asking if I'm back to clockwork in a certain area. And very nearly. Not entirely, because I was, like a Swiss clock. I'm currently like Big Ben, slightly off time, but reasonably in the realm. Have another voice note, darlings. Go on, I'll spoil you. Oh, this will be a nice one. Well, lads, get ready.
Well, on a brighter note, I'm sodding off in Morley on Wednesday for the week. So let's hope the weather is nice so I can strip down to my doings. But then again, I'm sitting here hot and sweaty, but I just thought it was because I'm watching Mr. Boaty. You twat.
Well, where are you going? Well, I mean, don't tell us exactly, because who the hell knows who's watching, but, well, give us a bit of a clue. Give us a bit of the clue. Come on, let us live vicariously through you, going away in your beautiful motorhome. And it is gorgeous, honestly. It's the kind of motorhome that I would have bought if I hadn't made very different life choices. Come up to the Peak District. Come up and slum it with me and Nettie. I'll allow you to drink me under the table, and I'll get my moobs out. I have been watching. I went through a couple of months of not watching YouTube videos, and I've started watching a few again, kind of motorhome or camper van related ones to get inspiration and motivation. And you know what? If the bastard had been insured, or if the criminal case had gone through as the police had told me it would, and I did get the level of compensation that that was being offered, then I know exactly what I would have bought. I would have spent the money on various things, but I would have got Nettie well and truly sorted, and I would have got Nettie's little sister, a little Talbot, well, a little Talbot camper. So basically the same, but a camper van rather than a motorhome. And I would have set that up fully off grid with solar and, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. And that's what I would have sodded off to Scotland with. Oh, had it all worked out in my mind. But hey ho, there we are. Oh, I can treat you to another voice note, darlings. Here you go. Oh, hello. Strap in, lads. Oh, there's two. I missed one yesterday. Oh, my apologies. Well, we'll catch up on, well, we'll have them both, shall we?
Hi, Boaty. This is Shania from the chat.
Hello.
Or more correctly, I should say Angie.
Indeed.
Or even more correctly, I should say Mrs. Angela Boaty, if you prefer. Anyways, sorry I didn't catch the live yesterday. I did miss a lot, though, probably. Anyways, I look forward to watching you and your handsome self tonight. Oh. Okay, bye. Also, you're a wanker. Hey, Boaty. Sorry to hear about your plums, but you really should get Big Ben back in the swing of things, especially if I'm going to come visit you in Tiffany. Also, what's your favourite sweeties? Also, you're a wanker.
Oh, well now. Favourite sweeties? Oh, this is going to be awfully dull and boring, isn't it? Hi, Ange, by the way. I don't really have a favourite sweetie because I don't do sweeties. I haven't got a sweet tooth. I try not to do snacks. I don't do sweets. So I don't do desserts. Favourite sweetie? Oh, boom. Orange opal fruit, or whatever they're called now. I know they changed their name, but an orange opal fruit, you could do a lot worse than that in terms of a sweetie, couldn't you? Or, oh God, are there any others? I don't do sweeties, so I can't think. Oh, an orange fruit pastel. I haven't had one for about 35 years. But I do recall, I could be wrong, it could be rose-tinted spectacles in the passage of time, but I do recall that an orange fruit pastel was a thing of great wonder and majesty, whereas fruit gums were bastards. What were fruit gums all about? Bloody hell. But Angie, that is a jolly good question. Let's throw that out to the community. Community, darlings, members of my inner scrotum, beautiful, big, bulging bogs. What is your favourite sweetie? Oh, and if you were wondering about Tiffany, Tiffany is Angie's magnificent great RV type thing, like a motorhome on steroids. Oh God, the comments have disappeared again, so I probably missed 50 million. Oh Lord above. No food news from me today. It's embarrassing. It's too embarrassing, says Joanne Hill. Sourdough all day, nearly a loaf. That's the problem, isn't it? That was a terrible wine burp. I'm so sorry. That's the problem with fresh bread. That's why I never ever make bread or have a bread maker. Because if you've got a loaf of beautiful fresh bread, what are you going to do? You're going to eat it with 17 pounds of rich creamery butter and then be the size of a house. Right, let's whisper. Oh, Alan Simpson is with us. Good evening to you. Independent Puppy is here. Hello, Boaty and all. Matron saying hello to everybody. Everyone's derivative to some extent, says Josh, and that is true. How far behind am I? Pissing hell. What time is it? Oh my God. All right, we're going to struggle tonight. Right, we need to... The restaurant obviously need you, says Shelley. So negotiate a pay rise. Well, that's one option, but honestly, I want that freedom. I want that kind of weekday freedom. But maybe I'm not in a financial position to do that at the moment. Maybe I need to pretend I am, negotiate a wage rise, graft my balls off for a year, try and build the YouTube channel up even while I'm working, and then do it. I don't know. Ian Hully, good evening to you. Really nice to see that Jason has got some of his sparkle back and sounds in good spirits. Or is that just the alcohol? It's a combination of both. Agreed, Ian, says Mystic Hair. Good to see Boaty chipper. I do feel better tonight. That's getting back to work for you. I don't do well when I'm not at work. The most depressed I've ever been have been on holidays. I thrive under work and people, and it's the yin and yang. I love my own time. I love solitude. I love me time. I love the fact that I live alone in a cottage in the arse end of nowhere. But if that's an all the time thing, I can't do that. I need both. I need the people, the business, the challenge, the liveliness, the noise, the love, and then I need the peace, the solitude, the this, the that, the other. I need them both to create my own balance or some stuff like that. Don't some YouTubers talk a load of pretentious wank? Bloody hell. I've watched some channels over the last week or so, and yeah, they kind of talk a load of wank. But then, they get more views than I do and probably earn more money than I do. So fair play to them. Richard says you definitely need a sweetheart deal to stay. Oh, a sweetheart deal. Never heard that before. Given your years of unbridled loyalty and friendship to them. A sweetheart deal. I like the sound of that. Oh, Caregon one, good evening to you. Oh, says Matron, I loved in bed with me dinner. Oh, God, so did I. Sugar puffs are my favourite, says Ian Hully. Yeah, well, the easy option is easy. What happened to Sean today? Put 50 videos on today, so I had to delete him. I hate gardening, asked Jimmy Quinn. What happened to Sean today? Sean didn't realise that when you, bless him, that when a video is members only or private or something like that, and you change the visibility to public, it doesn't just keep it where it is, it puts it out as a brand new video. Listen to me. I actually know what I'm talking about for once. Have another voice note, darlings. Let's go mad.
Mr. Boaty, I'm becoming more and more convinced that every time you open your mouth, I'm more and more determined. The reason I asked about the sweets is because this is my particular vice. Only one particular candy that I have a weakness for, and it's Haribo, the Star Mix version. And so I've been known to eat like a whole sharing pack to myself
in a very short space of time. That's my flex. Anyways, but also I'm very careful with my teeth. You have to do extra brushing because that could take a toll and nobody wants that. But anyway, on second thoughts, I'm not sure if you are a wanker. I think maybe you're just a tosser. Mwah.
Can anybody enlighten me as to what Haribo stir mix is? I haven't got a clue. I don't do sweeties. Obviously, there used to be children. They grow up, don't they? There would have been sweeties knocking about. I don't know. I don't know what those things are. Teeth, kind of a sore subject. I need to get to Nepal to get some new and improved versions. But there we are. When you said, says Mark, how much YouTube paid for a 2,000 view video, you've got to do a lot to get a living wage. Oh, that's a thing. You really have. You really have. I should do a video about how much you earn on YouTube, because every other bloody YouTube person in the world has done them, and they're always the ones that do the very best, because everybody wants to know how much you can earn on YouTube. By doing a video that has so many views. So everybody does them, and they're always the best performing videos. So it's kind of a crock of shit, really. And people lie. People lie. I've said this before. There are numerous American websites where you can type a YouTuber's name in, and the website will tell you how much they earned over the last year or the last 2 years or 3 years or months or whatever. And whenever these channels do a video on a new person, and the one that I found was, what's his name? That arse who does, there were two of them. Right, there's some arse who drives an electric Porsche and does really shit food reviews. You'll know who he is. I don't know who he is. They did one on him, and they did one on another takeaway or restaurant food review guy who is less of an arse, to be fair to him. He seems like quite a decent cove. But I can't remember his name either. Anyway, and I've said this before, when those videos came out and it said how much they earned, they put videos out saying, look, there's a video out there. It says really nice things about my channel, but it says I earned this. And I don't. You don't understand that there's this expense and there's that expense, blah, blah, blah. But the figures are wrong. And that's what they all say. But then they don't tell you what the real figures are. And I've got friends who've been down this route. I've got friends who started off quite small on YouTube, as they all do, and said, guess what? I've just got monetized. I earned, and I put a video out, my first monetized video, and I earned £7.12. And then scroll forward 3 months when they've suddenly got huge, and people say, well, how much do you earn now? Mind your own business. Because they don't want to admit that they're now earning like £600, £700, £800 per video, and they're putting out 5 a week. My policy is always honesty. But then I can afford to be honest because I am an unsuccessful YouTuber. Financially, anyway. I mean, I'm an incredibly successful YouTuber in that I've got all of you amazing people in my life, and that's more important. Well, to me anyway. But financially, I'm very unsuccessful. So I can tell you what I earn. In fact, I will tell you now in real time. Let me get a device. and I will tell you what my best earning video is. I've probably told you already because I'm hideously indiscreet. I earned sod all. I told you what the accident video earned. That's what somebody just referred to. Right, let's have a look. Content. Videos. Sort by most viewed. There we are. Right, my most successful video in terms of the videos that is currently on. There have been a couple that were more successful, but I had to delete them back, you know when. Right, my most successful video is titled Aged 54, I've bought my first motorhome. Day one, collection and my first night away. So that was obviously the first of the Netty motorhome videos. Now that got 22 so far, 22,607 views, 2,800 watch hours, 494 people subscribed while watching that video, and it is my highest earning video so far, and it earned me £81.75. So there you go. My average earnings for a video are about, I don't know, about 93p, something like that. But then I'm not very good at this, which is why I go to work. What's time doing? Well, it's marching on. That's what time is doing. Right, let's crack on with some comments because I'm determined to talk to you about something. Boaty can manage Enigma Spa, my local brothel, and incorporate it into an Airbnb with a twist. You can cleft me in twain anytime. Angie. Oh, the comments are disappearing again. Oh my God, how far behind am I? Oh, Christ above. I'm going to have to ignore all of these. Vicky B, hello to you. And you're probably right. It probably is the menopause. It's clammy, Boaty, says Nick Perius. It's going to be thundery together. Good evening, Vicky B. Wonderful to have you with us. God. How far behind am I? Oh, the pressure, the pressure. 23:55. Oh, I'm 20 minutes behind. Thank you. Who did that? Oh, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Boaty, you should sell your story about the loaf of bread to the newspapers. Great press for Sainsbury's. You might get some freebies out of them. I would get nothing from Sainsbury's. Remember that I worked for them and I sued them for a large amount of money. And I got, well, you all know the story. I got more out of them. They agreed to pay more than the settlement amount because of the publicity that I was getting. I would get subtle. I would get nothing from Sainsbury's. But yeah, taking it to the newspapers, I could do that, couldn't I? I mean, I've got video evidence and all of that. Far too many women with horny voices, says Mr. Care. Oh, come on. You can't have too many women with horny voices. This channel has changed, hasn't it? You long-termers, do you remember when this was, what do they call it? A sausage fest. We were all lads together, not a woman to be seen. And now the women dominate us. I mean, Matron rules us with her spatula of iron. And we're all like Pavlovian dogs when the beautiful ladies with the sultry voices ring in. Speaking of which, have another one.
Hey, Boaty.
Hello.
So I just wanted to say that I think you could be the man for me.
Right.
You have 6'5".
That's great.
You can cook. You are extremely good looking.
That's arguable.
You're into motorhoming.
That's true. Yeah.
And you're left-handed.
Again,
as am I. So my question is, what would your thoughts be about a left-handed girl who was extremely right-leaning?
Oh, yeah. Right-leaning. Blimey. Well. Oh, are we speaking politically? Right. Left-handed people, I'm totally on board with that. I'm a lefty. I'm left-handed. Both of my parents were left-handed. I have to use the past tense, sadly. I've told you the story many times before. My parents' generation, it was not acceptable to be left-handed. This might surprise a lot of you, but there was a period where being left-handed was not acceptable. And the normal practice was, if somebody was writing left-handed in school, then they would be beaten with an implement, a cane or a ruler or God knows what, on their left hand anytime they tried to use it, and they would be forced to write with their right hand. Sounds mad to a younger generation, but that's how it was. School discipline always used to be based on physical violence, and anybody of my generation will remember that. My parents were both left-handed. My mother was beaten into writing right-handed and ended up ambidextrous, but not very good with either. My father was also beaten for writing with his left hand in Welsh school in South Wales. The difference between the two was my father's father, my grandfather, Harry Parry Hughes, was a regimental sergeant major in the Paras and the hardest man that ever walked on this earth. And that's not just me saying this, he was a very highly decorated war hero. And when his son came home with his left hand all swollen and bruised and God knows what, because the teacher had been beating the hell out of it because he had the temerity to try and write left-handed, he wasn't too happy. And the next day he went to the school and he had words with the teacher that beat my father. And then he had words with the headmaster, had words. RSM in the Paris, darlings, home on leave. I'm sure, use your imagination. And the school then decided to change its policy and accept that people who were born left-handed were allowed to be left-handed and they weren't beaten for being left-handed. I think the policy was changed about a week after my grandfather visited, when they got out of hospital. You didn't mess with my grandfather. Oh my God. Totally true story. Was that another voice note? Oh, it was. Oh, and it's Mustard. It's darling Mustard.
Two lefts don't make a right.
Well, two twos don't make five. What's your point, you great hairy lunatic? Oh, bloody hell. Right. It's obviously going to be the full hour tonight, which means we've got 5 minutes left, and I want to talk to you about something. So, okay, let's whiz through the comments. And I do, of course, mean totally ignore them. Jen's proper posh, says Peter P. Oh, you sound well posh, says Stu. Yeah, well, you know, this community, we attract all of the we attract all of the poshos. Boaty's favourite sweetie is fillet steak. Well, you got that right. Oh God, I'm going to have to ignore these. Jen doesn't do sweeties. Oh, Jen, you and me like that. Oh God, there's millions. Right, I'm ignoring them all. I do apologise, but I'm ignoring them all. Right. Oh, right. Mark says, my dad was left-handed. School teacher tied his left arm behind his back until his dad visited the school like your granddad. Ah, well, there you are, you see. There you are, not just me. Matron says, I have mystic hair. I can't read that out. I'm really not. There's a hand of preference, I can tell you that. I have a left-handed daughter, says Matron. I encouraged ambidextry from the moment I realised she was left-handed, as this is a right-handed world. There were no lefty scissors, etc. at school, for example. I did used to sometimes think that I would give my right arm to be ambidextrous. And that's a rather clever joke for those of you who didn't realise. Great Hairy Lunatic is such a wonderful name for mustard. Well, I mean, it's a dictionary definition, isn't it?
In response to your previous message that was saying about two left-handed people. You clunk.
What? Right, okay. I've ignored all of your messages, which is very rude of me, but I did want to speak about this. Very quickly, very succinctly. I might need a little bit more wine because, you know, wine's nice, isn't it? Wine's a wonderful thing. Wine. How posh people get shit-faced. Oh, yes. Let's drain the bottle. Oh, my God, that was, oh, dear me. Oh, that was outrageous. Right, now then, darlings, now then. I don't know if this is a warning to potentially some of you or a request for insight, but it occurred to me tonight and yesterday and over the past couple of days, actually. Right. If I was going to issue a warning, it would be beware of those who are perhaps somewhat obsessive. It just occurred to me, I was going back over the history. Now, I could go way back into history when I was a professional athlete, when I was a singist, when I was this, when I was that. But that doesn't really apply because those were different times. Now, when I was an athlete, obviously I had fans. When I was a model, I had fans. But you didn't really have anything to do with them. You know, they'd have access to you at the start or end of a race. They'd want your autograph. You'd give them your casquette, your racing cap, something like that. And that was kind of the extent of it. That was in the days before social media. Same thing applied when I was well known in business and when I was a singer. That was it. You know, you do a live concert, they're in the audience, They might get some time with you before or after. They might want an autograph. You know, you got the old stage door groupies and all of that, but that's easily dealt with. It's very different in this day and age if where anybody can become known in some way. All you've got to do is put some stuff on YouTube. A couple of people will start watching you, and suddenly you've got I can't think of the right word for it, but you've got some exposure. And it just occurred to me. It just occurred to me because somebody left a comment tonight, and I thought, yeah, and it sparked a train of thought. If you in any way put yourself out there or get put out there, whatever way you want to put it, and people come along or somebody comes along who is a little bit, I can only do this in French, forgive me, de trop. Do you know what I mean? De trop. A little bit overly eager, a little bit perhaps obsessive, then my thing would be beware, because again, it occurred to me and I am a little bit confused by this. So I would welcome I would kind of welcome any input into this. So you lot have been here long term. I have encountered people who have been, shall we say, enthusiastic to be involved, my friend, whatever. And it just occurred to me, it never, ever ends well. So let's go through a timeline, you long-termers. First one, Matt, Stickman. What did I call him? Underscore, right? Lovely guy, absolutely lovely guy. Kind of a bit obsessive, just kind of totally obsessed over me. Came to my work, came to the restaurant, this, that, and the other, came to my home uninvited, but welcomed nonetheless. Was massively influential in getting these live streams off the ground, all of that kind of thing. But what happened there? He decided on the turn of a coin, from having been obsessed with me in a positive way, then suddenly I was the spawn of Satan, and there was a massive fallout, as you long-termers will know. Scroll forward a bit, and the two were kind of intertwined. Joe Cox. And again, same thing, kind of a little bit de trop, a little bit, and you know, I'm a nice guy, I'm an open guy, I've got nothing to hide, I welcome people, and kind of the same thing with Joe. You know, became a massive thing, got involved with Neil and Sophie and all of that, came here, blah, blah, blah. And then how did that end? Exactly the same way. On the turn of a sixpence, for no reason, he decided that I was an absolutely appalling person. And then this went on, and the pattern was repeated. And it's been repeated again this year with another two people who were, you know, really, really there. And then suddenly, for no reason, as far as I know, suddenly decided that, yeah, no, he's a total. And I'm a bit confused by this. Is it that if people are over the top in one way, then is it almost inevitable that they will end up going over the top in the other way, because that's who they are and it's nothing to do with me? Or is it something else? Because at the same time these things have gone on, then I've met people like Mustard, Matron, Emma, Neil, Sophie, loads of other people who, because I thought, is it me? Do people get obsessed by the me that they think I am, and then find out who I really am, and they incredibly disappointed, and therefore they hate me? And I thought, that can't be right, can it? And at least one of them has said that that is the case. But you look at a load of other people, Emma, Matron, Mustard, Neil, Sophie, loads of other people, Alan, I won't reel all the names off. But all the other people who haven't gone over the top, who just came into my life in whatever way, we became friends, and we're still friends. And I think and hope we will always be friends, because the real me is, well, there is no real me. There's me. And I am what I am. This is, I don't put an act on. I'm not, I don't operate from a set. I just, for whatever reasons, turn a camera on a daily basis and share my life with you, and have the great privilege of you sharing some of your life with me. So, but it does get a bit confusing when people do the extreme bit, when they're all over you, and then when I'm me, I don't change. I do what I do. I am what I am. I'm entirely truthful. There's nothing hidden. You all know everything. And if you become involved in me in real life, then you will find, and I think that Emma, Mustard, Matron, Neil, Sophie, anybody else will bear this out. That's what I am. You can come here, you can stay with me, you can do a live stream with me. You can see me when I'm not live streaming. You can see me when I'm at work. Many hundreds of you guys have come to the restaurant, and you can see all of the me's. There are no separate me's. Yeah, I'm a person in my own right. I do live streams, I make YouTube videos, I run a restaurant, but they're not separate people. They're all just me doing different things, and I do different things in different ways. So yeah, if you're drunk with me at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be the same person. I'm not going to be behaving in the way that I would be if I was running the restaurant on a busy service at 9 o'clock at night. But I'm still the same person. And I think all the people that have that are my friends or have become my friends, I think they all recognize that. But I'm not so arrogant that I don't question myself. So when people come along and they're all over you, and like idolize you even, and then turn on you, and suddenly it's not like that it's not like that you're, oh, I'm not as close with you as I was. It's suddenly, you're amazing, you're the best thing ever, and then suddenly you're a total bastard, I'm going to try and ruin your channel. What's that all about? And that's basically the thing that I wanted to talk about, but it's way too late now. It's gone past. Right, okay. Time to start saying your good night. Let's have a quick glimpse at your comments. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Yes, that's you're not far wrong with that. Excuse me. Right, just whizzing through. You're an open book, Boaty, and that could be to your detriment. It could be, but it never has been in the way that it should be. I've never been, well, so far, touch wood, I've never been attacked for being what I am. I've only ever been attacked for being what people decide to say that I am, which is weird because it's not as if I don't give people ammunition. I am an open book, and so there are so many things that you could criticize me for. Watch Mustard's video of the economy run on the way over to the Peak District, and I watched that today. And when he mentioned that he was coming to visit me, he said that he was coming because I was having a few days off work. And he said he was surprised because I've never done that. And he said, say what you want about Boaty. He's banned from my channel, which I am. And he may be arrogant, he may be offensive, he may be opinionated, he may be whatever else he said that I was, but he said he is a hard worker. So there's all of those things that you could fall out with me for. But the people that have massively fallen out with me have fallen out with me for things that I'm really not. And those that know me know that I'm really not. So what does that mean? Does that mean that they fell for me for reasons that I'm not as well, or I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Maybe I should be a bit more careful and keep people more at arm's length, but that's not my nature. I'm a people person. And it just seems a little bit weird to me when, well, it seems weird in two ways. When people come in and they're a bit de trop, I can't think of an English phrase for it, but the French phrase fits perfectly. When they come in and they're a bit over the top and de trop, and you go with it and you accept it, but it feels a bit weird. And then they flip. I haven't changed, but they flip, and suddenly then I'm the total enemy. And you think, okay, what's all that about? I don't know. Oh, hello, Rob. Oh, do say goodnight, darlings. We're we are getting late. Emma saw you naked boat, says Jim Bob 71. So have the police. There are pictures doing the rounds. I mean, you'd probably be quicker counting the people that haven't seen pictures of me naked rather than the people that have. Yeah, strap. Oh, good one, Richard. Boaty, I wouldn't turn up to the restaurant and expect you to start waving the willy around the motorhome, so to speak. That's it. I've been accused by some of these people of being different personas. And that's true, but kind of not true. I'm me. I'm just different versions of me, depending on what I'm doing. None of us are the same people throughout. You don't behave the same in church as you do in the marital bedroom, for goodness sake. Are we going to talk about cycling soon, says Project Nigel? No, I'm off to bed. I'm off to bed. Christ, what time is it? Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Oh, thank you, Mustard. Mustard, Project Nigel says, Boaty is the best friend I wish I didn't have. And you are the older brother that I never wanted. You silly sod. No. Right, okay, darlings. Right, it's 46 minutes after I was supposed to finish, so I'm going to call it a day at that. Thank you, all of you fabulous, wonderful, beautiful people, for your company. I am really, really, genuinely, heartfeltly grateful. I'm going to get a very quick shower. I'm going to get some supper. I'm going to get my tired old ass to bed. But I will be back with you tomorrow for another short but sweet. 11:30 again, I'm afraid. I'm sorry it's so late. And we can catch up then. Let me wish each and every one of you watching right now a safe and peaceful night. And please, may I wish you a good day ahead. May it bring you joy. May it bring you pleasure. May it at the very least be manageable. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being just amazing and making my life better on a daily basis. The candle will be relit tomorrow night, 11:30, Saturday night live. Please join me if you can. I'd love to see you. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me, and on that note, pachoo, and indeed, bosh.